Hello and welcome back to the Basement Card Collector. Today's video is a video response to a fellow YouTuber who is celebrating two milestones actually, his 150th and his 200th. So he's actually combining them into a giveaway. And so today's video response is for the channel of Center Hill Cards. And if I've just run across his channel probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. He's looking for the Wander Francos, and he opens cards, gets care packages, sends out stuff, just has all kinds of cool things. And I'm new to the channel, but he's easy to listen to, and I watch him in the morning. And so for his, he actually asked a couple really cool questions about our collections and what we did. And I have 3 questions down here that I answered for this video response. So the first one was, describe your first pro game. And I remember it like it just happened. I went to a Wrigley Field Cubbies Reds in 1991. And I remember thinking, wow, I've been to baseball games. I see my buddies on the diamond. I can go talk to them when I want to. And I remember I'm a huge Cubs fan. I'm a huge Andre Dawson fan. So when my mom told us about the baseball game, I couldn't have been more excited, I'll be honest. I'm thinking, oh my word, I'm going to go to Wrigley Field. Awesome. I'm going to see my favorite player play, Andre Dawson. And I'm going to get to meet him. And I'm going to get his autograph while I'm there. So about a 10-year-old basement card collector took his 1977 Andre Dawson rookie card, just in case we ran into each other and I could get an autograph. Well, so when we get there and we get our tickets and we find our seat, if you're familiar with Wrigley Field, it was on the first base side, up on the very top row. I remember our backs were leaning against the chain link fence like that, kind of keep people from falling out of the stadium. The good news was we were in right field where Andre played. The not so great news, we were 9,072 rows up on the very top row of Wrigley Field. So needless to say, I did not get my card autographed, but what I did witness, though, that day was the first time in Cubbies history where the game had been won on a bases-loaded beanball. Rob Dibble plunked a Cubbies batter, and the game was over on a bases-loaded bottom of the 9th beanball. So anyway, that's my first answer. My first pro game was a game at Wrigley Field. Number 2, he is asking, who was the first pro player or professional athlete that you've ever met? That story is a little more newer in my life. I played baseball in college, and my team went to Florida for a spring trip, and we flew. And so we were flying into the airport, flying out of the airport, and when we were leaving to come back to Indiana, we had a huge layover in this Miami airport. So we had to be there super early. We basically ended up staying for the whole day, waiting for something to happen for our flight. Well, I like to watch people, and so I'm sitting at the airport, and we're all kind of zombies at this point. We're just kind of sitting and waiting, and I look up, coming out of the terminal hallway, as a guy's getting closer. He's getting closer. I'm like, oh my word, that's Michael Irvin, Dallas Cowboy superstar. And this is like in 2000-ish, maybe 1999. I'm like, that's Michael Irvin. And so he has like 2 bags on each shoulder. He's got 1 in each hand. I think his wife, several kids. It's just like you can tell he's coming back from a vacation. And there he is, the all-pro receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. So we kind of walks by where we're sitting, and so I sneak up and say, hey, Mr. Irvin, would you mind signing this? And he's like, I can't right now, but I'll get you on my way back. And so he walks off. He was very cool about it. And I go back and have a seat, and I tell my buddies, I'm like, guys, that was Michael Irvin. And so he said he would come back and sign. I'm thinking, yeah, right. That guy's got way better things to do than help me out with a simple signature. But so his kids and the whole family of people disappeared down another hallway, and they're gone for quite a while. And long story short, he comes back and signs I had like a piece of paper and a Sharpie. He came back, it looked like for me, and he signed real quick and then went back down the same direction. So he in my mind, he came back and signed that just for me, which I thought was super cool. And I've always had an extra liking for Michael Irvin since that day. That kind of answers my the second question, and also the third question. The first autograph that we got in person, that was the coolest story, the Michael Irvin story I have. I've met other people since then and seen them at different places, but the Michael Irvin story kind of answers both of those with a little better off. So I will, that concludes my video response to Center Hill cards. I will leave a link in the description. I do not recall the ending date to his contest, but I will put a link in the bottom of this video, and I encourage you to go check him out and hit that subscribe button for him as well. So again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.